Hey FlossTube, it's Megan, Georgia Girl Stitching here on FlossTube and on Instagram. It is Sunday, August 27th, 2022, and we are going to attempt a FlossTube outside. David is working nights right now, and so he's sleeping, and I don't want to disturb him. So we're going to give this a shot. I apologize if you hear cars or air conditioner or my dog suddenly starts barking. We're just doing the best we can with what we got. So, thankfully it is a beautiful day. It is already hot. It's early in the morning, but we're just gonna roll with it. Hopefully this won't be too long, so it won't be too painful to get through if it's loud, but I have a few things. I have starts, I have finishes, I have a whip, and then I have Stitch Kindness and haul. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. A little bit of life update. I did finish my pediatric rotations on Friday and I loved it. I absolutely enjoyed it. It was my very first rotation ever, and so the physician and the residents I worked with were super kind and very helpful in teaching, and I just loved working with the kids. It just kind of confirmed that I really want to work with the pediatric population. So potentially even with like little babies. I worked with a neonatologist for the first 2 weeks and absolutely loved that. Hopefully hoping to be able to work more with them and kind of get better idea of what that looks like, but neonatology is officially on the list, so we'll see. So very much enjoyed that. I start surgery on Monday, which I am not looking forward to. Just isn't something that I'm super interested in, and the surgeon that I am going to be rotating with is a hernia mostly surgeon, so keeping an open mind, but we're just gonna take it day by day. So that starts Monday, and that goes until the end of September. So yeah, not a whole lot else really going on. The other thing I did that was a lot of fun, I did have a Zoom with Morgan at Honeybee Stitcher and Evelyn across the pond. We had a very long Zoom that was so much fun, and I love catching up with those ladies. It's so nice to just have friends all over the world. Like around 3 different continents, 3 different time zones, so trying to get the timing to work out is interesting, but we just had a great time, and thank you so much, ladies, for spending the time with me. Can't wait for our next one, and hopefully Evelyn can get that PhD done and submitted and successful. So yes, that was a lot of fun this month. Other than that, not really much going on. We're both working, all day, and then he's been working weekends. So I've been hanging out with a few of our new friends around here, but mostly still studying. So even if I'm not working, I have to come home and study. So yeah, but loving Virginia still, and it's been good fun. Kind of getting into the new swing of things. But anyway, I do have it finished. Technically, it's a design, start, and finish. You might have already seen it on my previous video that I did yesterday or on my Instagram, but I designed a new design and released it yesterday, and it is Life Happens, and this is it. It's stitched on a 32 count succulent, no, not 32, 40 count succulent from Color and Cotton. It's stitched with 4 flosses: Color and Cotton Rustic Black, Color and Cotton Whiskey, and then Spring Grass and Classic Colorworks 4-leaf clover. So really enjoyed this. All the information is on my Instagram and in the last video, so if you want to hear more about it, you can watch the last video. You can get it on my Gumroad site, which I'll link down below. It's technically $0. That's pay what you pay. Pay what you want to pay. So starts at 0, and then you can add or not add whatever you want. Anything is appreciated, but never want like money to be a reason that you can't stitch my designs. So this is my last one. I loved it. Perfect for like St. Patrick's Day decor or any beer lovers out there. Kind of that old English Celtic vibe. So I love stitching it, and I hope you do too. My other start, or one of my other starts, is another design that I did, that I just finished designing, and this one is going to be my version of it. One of the designers coming out for Needlework Expo has one. I can't remember the name of the designer or the name of the pattern, but it says "Home is where the Navy sends you," and it has all of the semaphore flags like surrounding it. It's amazing. I'm gonna buy it, and I'll put down here like who it is and what the pattern is. But looking at those flags, I have always kind of loved the Navy flags, or the semaphore flags. It's not, I don't think just the US Navy uses it. I think it's might be international. I need to read more research on it. But each of those flags represents a letter. And I remember also a few years ago, Crystal from Stitching the Dream had asked me to help her design a pattern using those flags that spell out one of her granddaughter's names. And I'm so sorry, Crystal. Now looking back on that pattern sucked. Let me know if you want me to redo that for you now that I have more experience. But I realized I really like that. And now that, you know, we're very much a Navy family at this point. So I charted all of the flags with the letters and then also the numbers. And I'm put the flags together that spell Oxford and then have 2021 underneath and the number flags. Really long roundabout, so I say that I started it last night, the Oxford version, and I will stitch and release the whole chart, which I'll insert a photo here of like the mock-up for both Oxford and then the full chart. I don't know when that's gonna get released. That's a long ways away, but with the idea that if you could either stitch the chart with, you know, all the letters, or you could do like what I'm doing and putting in just the letters together that spell a name or something that's significant to you. So, roundabout way of saying, I have a new start, and this is the Oxford semaphore flags. So I have A and started X, and then this is 2. So it'll be AX, FORD, and then 2021 for when the year we got married. And the fabric is a color and cotton fabric of the month. What is it called? Requiem, I think. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's just like this really lovely gray model. It was from, I think, last year, 2021. But yeah, but it's only, I mean, all of the flags are only 4 colors, or 5 colors, and they're like primary colors. So I have A and I have X almost done. And this is already like 27% because I have it in Pattern Keeper for Oxford because it's a relatively short name. But each flag fits in a 4, so it's like 400, 10, 10, 10, 10, or 100 blocks. So it fits in a, right, 200. Math is hard, y'all. 200, and so it's a big square, and each one fits in there, and then the flags are within that, but not as big, obviously. I'm sorry, I need more coffee this morning, y'all. It's early. I think you understand what I'm trying to say, though. You can really see it here. This is they're all perfect squares, is what I'm trying to say. So this is on 32 count. When I do the big chart, I'm gonna do it on 40 count. So it won't be and then I think it'll fit in like a 10 by 10 frame or something, but because it's like almost a perfect square itself. You'll see more of that as I actually do it, but I really enjoyed working on this. Let me come up closer. Yeah, and so I'm hoping to have this done by my next video as well. It's gonna only just be this wide or this tall, but I cut a lot of extra fabric because when we frame it, I want to have some of the fabric showing. So I think I did like a 3.5 inch border, just so I can have a little bit of room of the fabric. Because I don't know exactly how we're going to finish it or how we're going to frame it, but I wanted to leave the options open. And this way it fits in my Q-snap. So, one more time. So, that's my most recent start. I literally started that last night. So it's a good thing I didn't film yesterday, else I wouldn't be able to show that. These are the colors. So they're all DMC. Well, I take that back. This is Anchor, because I like Anchor Black a lot better than DMC Black. But these are the 5 colors that are used, because they're all the primaries. So really love it. Loved having the inspiration, and then she doesn't have like the chart that has all the actual letters. She just has it around home is where the Navy sends you. And definitely planning on stitching that as well at some point. And then, let's see where I put that. My last start that I have for this month is World Cross Stitch Day was August 12th, I believe. So I did a World Cross Stitch Day start, and I've been wanting to start this ever since I got it kitted up. It was supposed to be my birthday start, and then I was taking boards, and June was insane, and so I didn't end up getting a chance to start it. So I was like, well, World Cross Stitch Day seems like a good reason to start. So I started Pearl by Northern Expression Needlework Arts. I'll put the pattern in here, or the mock-up, or no, it's the cover photo of the pattern. And I'm changing pretty much everything technically, but I'm sticking with the same color scheme. So this is mine so far. I am absolutely obsessed. It's on 32 count raw silver fabric, and I'm using Orchid silk from Almond M&M's. The sparkle, can we just talk about the sparkle of this fabric? It is like one of my new absolute favorite fabrics. It doesn't photograph at all, but oh, the sparkle is just amazing. Yeah, so I'm using Orchid silks from Almond M&M's, Ymir. And then the beads are almost the called for, but I'm trying to get it focused. These small beads are Delica, and I think the called for is like 203, but her called for is like more of cream, and I really want more of the white because the silk I'm using is more white. And so I'm using DB0202, which is just more of the white version. And then same with the pearls, which, like, can we talk about those pearls? Are just amazing. The called for is Swarovski crystal pearls, and I just could not find, I found the cream ones that are called for, but I could not find the white ones for like a decent price, or that would get here anytime soon. Tanky, no Bubba. So I found this Etsy store. They do sell the Swarovski, but they didn't have it in white. But these are called Euro crystals, and I don't know really much about them. They have a site listed that you can go learn more about it, but I think they're like lab grown. I'm lab grown. Yeah, they're somehow like more environmentally friendly in some form or fashion. But they were the perfect color, the perfect size, and a good price. So I'll link that Etsy store below. It's called Atlantic Gems, and they're based out of New Jersey. But I think the pearls didn't come from New Jersey. I'm not sure where they came from, but the store is. They were very helpful, very nice, very quick. Really loved working with them. But yeah, so I am just absolutely obsessed with this. These are all like different kinds of stitches, which have been really fun to learn. I'm trying to like get it to focus up close. But yeah, I'll be working on this a lot because I am just obsessed. The beads are just amazing. So, and it might actually, if I recenter this, it might actually fit in this Q-snap, like all of it. And that's partly why I want to fit it in a Q-snap, because I want to bead as I go. The beads, it's really bead heavy in this inner, and then there's going to be like 4 layers of border which don't have any beads, and then the corners will have beads. So I'm just wanting to stare at it. I just love it. And there is a December version that I'm going to do, that David was born in December, and his is turquoise, which my favorite color. So I'm going to do that after I finish this. I want to do one at a time, and then we'll go from there and see which other ones I do. But oh, I just love it. I think I'm going to do whatever ones I do end up doing are always going to be on this fabric, though. It just makes everything sparkle, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. The pearls are perfection. So I also I'm gonna have tons of leftover because they only come in like 200, like a thing of 200 beads, but I think I only need 78 for this pattern. So I have tons left over. So I'm gonna be looking for all the things to put pearls on because they're just gorgeous. And of course, Ymir silk is divine to work with. So those are my starts and finishes. And then I do have one whip. And that is, you know it, you'll love it, as Kyle will say from Stitching in the Sound. You know what, we love it. It is patchwork. And talk about obsessed. So this is it from a distance, as far as I've gotten. You can see this is that one little corner. And so since last time I worked mostly down here, and this is the next one started. So those dark blues are just coming together amazingly, but the rest of it fits in a Q-snap. It fits in my biggest Q-snap, but it fits in a Q-snap. So like, we are coming to the finish line and I am just so excited. It's gonna be my most amazing masterpiece, and then for myself that I've ever done. And then I get to do the quote. I'm really excited about the quote. The quote is charted. It's the colors aren't picked out yet. Well, the round border is, but the words colors are not picked out yet. I'm so excited. So the last three things that I showed you are pretty much also my plans, because I'm not ignoring Whip Go, but I just have goals that I really want to accomplish before the end of the year. And with looking at my schedule, like I'm working 10-hour days, then I have to also study when I get home, and before I go to work. So my stitching time really is just as limited as it was the last 2 years, if not more, because I can't like stitch in the middle of the day during a lunch break, unfortunately. So I'm kind of going to focus on the goals that I have over the next couple of months. So I want to finish this by the end of the year. Still my goal. I want to finish June by the end of the year to potentially start turquoise like around David's birthday. I want to finish the Oxford seam. I should finish that within the next month, but I want to finish that. And then I do have a gift that I would really like to get done by Christmas, which I did not work on this past month, which I should have. So those are like my main 4 plans, and then whatever else ends up popping up. But those are the 4 things that I'm keeping next to my stitching spot. But yeah, and then I'll put all of those details, of course, down below as well, of all those things. So let me see what else. Anything? Nope, those are all the cross stitch. And then I have Stitchy Kindness and haul. So I'm gonna do haul first and then end on a bang with the amazing Stitchy Kindness that I got this past month. Haul is relatively limited. I got my color and cotton fabric of the month for August, and it's gorgeous. It's called Maple Leaf. This is the 40 count. Just this gorgeous. It's a little bit more orange. Yeah, you can see the sun hitting it. And then this is the 32 count. Look at the difference. That's so interesting. Dyes. It's just fabric dyes so differently. But I also wanted to show you, so her fabric, I think all of her fabrics now come in like plastic bags with a sticker on the bag saying what it is. Well, the way I store my fabric in project bags, like the plastic ones that you can get, I don't have any out here, that you can get from Amazon. And then I have them labeled like 32 count, natural gray. I'll show it at some point if you're interested. But basically it's not very fancy. It's just I put them by color and by color and by count in these bags. Well, those plastic bags can get thick and cumbersome. And so what I do, and also I've heard it's not great to store your fabric, hand-dyed fabric in plastic bags. So I cut out the sticker from the bag and just staple it to the selvage of the fabric. The part that it gets cut off or gets, like it's at the very, it's even only half on there, the very, very tippy top. So that way it doesn't actually like ruin the fabric itself. So that's how I did. I mean, I might get to the point where I just put like a pin in there. I don't know. Stapling is the easiest right now. But that's how I kind of keep track. And then I put them in like this, in the bag. So that's one idea if you're, needing a different way to do it. But, so I got that fabric, and then it also came, I am a part of the Floss Club, and these gorgeous, gorgeous colors, which she does have more of these on her website. So if you want extras of the Floss Club, you can get them on her website. I missed her latest shop update. She's doing these gradients now with also the fabric, and she has these beautiful blues, and I missed them. But hopefully she'll restock soon with those. But we have pumpkin pie, get some natural sun in there, creeping vines, carving pumpkin, cauldron bubble, and oh my gourd. These gorgeous fall colors. So which I wish I'd had Cauldron Bubble before I did this one. That would have looked good, but next time. So, love color and cotton, love designing, love stitching, everything color and cotton. All right. But I did try out, so I've gotten her flosses before on Etsy, but I wanted to try, I saw these gorgeous blues, so I got a few skeins from Stitchy Stuff from Etsy. Her flosses are great too, and these are the colors I got from her to potentially, I really want to get this blue to potentially incorporate in what I have left on my, because there's one blue one that I have planned that I'm not like absolutely in love with. And so I wanted to see if this could maybe replace that. And I can't just get one skein of floss, like, no. So I also got, this is Bahama Breeze, which is gorgeous. Good variegation in there too, which might be a little hard to see. And then this one is Blue Velvet. Misty Thicket. This also could have been a good one for that. And her prices are great, and she ships really fast, like, love everything. And then Firecracker, because I just think that's a great red. I just love that red. Always need a good red. So, check out Stitchy Stuff on Etsy. I'll link her down below. Big fan. And now, the amazing, amazing Stitchy kindness that I got from my friend Taylor. She is incredible. She lives in Cincinnati. Met her while I was living there, and she and her husband and her pups are incredible, and I miss them terribly, and all the things. She also sent in this gift box things for David and for Tank, which are just great. But I'm gonna start off, I'm not gonna show absolutely everything. I'm just gonna show the things that are like cross stitch related or semi cross stitch related, because it was a very big box that included a bottle of wine, which was just a Biltmore wine nonetheless, which was just absolutely incredible. So these are like stitching adjacent. She sent these 3 little bags, which I just absolutely love. I'm thinking like this might be good for like floss and scissors inside of a project bag. Even like, or even makeup at some point. But I mean, cross stitch related, I think these would be really great, because I have seen people do that. They'll have like all of their accoutrement on, you know, cross stitch related in a separate bag inside their bag, so it doesn't get messed up or potentially like stab through fabric or something. So I'm gonna consider that, especially if I have like beads and stuff, a lot of stuff. So thank you, love these. And then she sent me she kitted up 2 things for me that have been on my wish list for a while now that I'm super excited. The first one is the Parrot Biscornu from Tiny Modernist. It's just so colorful and happy, and she got me the called for white fabric and all the DMC for it. So it's just, that's gonna be so much fun. I've never done a biscornu before, and I've never made one or anything, so I'm really excited about that. She got me keepsakes. Really excited about doing that. David really liked this one too. And the other one was the Cardinal Biscornu from Tiny Modernist. So pretty. And then she also got me the called for fabric and floss, and then also some thread wax. So I think that's what this is. Yeah. So super fun. I'm really excited. It's pretty, I mean, it's like a thick stitching. I mean, but it'll be a lot of fun, so I'm excited about that. Sent me a really sweet card. Thank you, Taylor. And then the last but most amazing thing that she sent, that is, I had to actually go grab because I already have it out on display. She stitched me a beautiful thing. Token of friendship. Thank you so much, Taylor. I love the finishing. I love the stitching. It's out with my other stitchy gifts that I have gotten from other friends from Cincinnati. I have all of those on display underneath on my TV stand, so that anytime someone walks by our living room, they see them. So thank you so much. So I very much value your friendship, and I really appreciate you. So love it. And honestly, y'all, I think that's pretty much it. It's been a crazy month. I've gotten a lot done, but also not a lot of things. I'm not a variety. It's been kind of a mixed, simple, but plans. I mean, I went over this cross stitching. I don't have any other like major life plans. I'm hoping to be able to get one of the days off so I can go to my best friend's engagement party. Maddie, who I stitched, she's my North Dakota friend. Her engagement party is in September, so I'm hoping to be able to go to that. If I can get days off, which hopefully I can. And then hopefully visiting some friends at the end of September. So there might be a little bit of traveling. We'll see. Depends on what work allows. David won't be able to go down to any of that. He also starts surgery, but in a different hospital, and it's different for him because he's an actual resident. So, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know. I think this is one of my shortest floss tubes in a while. So hopefully I'll have more for you next time. But in the meantime, have a great September. I hope the temperatures become what you want them to be, whatever that is. And happy stitching, friends.